What's up, guys? So today I'll be showing you how to make this type of digital fashion videos. It's kind of like a crash course for anyone who's interested in learning digital fashion. So we'll be making a video like this one today. I'll be showing you the basics. I already covered another part of the video, another part of how to do this in another video. So yeah, tune into that. So the first thing we're gonna do is we have to import our character with a motion, like an animation. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna start by importing the shoes. So I have downloaded this model of a Nike Dunk. It's called the Panda, the black and white Panda. So we're just gonna wait for it to load up. So yeah, after it loads up, you can see I already fitted the shoe perfectly on the character. But if you don't know how to do that, just watch my previous video on how to fit the shoe onto the character. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna duplicate the shoe and put it on the other foot. So that's what I'm gonna do. Just Shift D, hold Shift and D, and then escape, and then right click and mirror it into the Z axis and just move it. Make sure the mesh is not poking through the shoe, and make sure everything is good. If that's all set, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna select the shoe as I told you guys in the first video. We're gonna select the shoe, and then we're gonna select the armature, and then we're gonna Control P, and then we're gonna parent with empty groups. We're gonna do the same thing for the other shoe, right? So the next thing you wanna do is select the mesh first, and then select the shoe, and then you're gonna go over to weight painting, right? When you're in weight painting, you're gonna, if this video is going too fast for you guys, just play it in a slower speed. So you're gonna go to weight painting, and then you're gonna go to weight and then transfer weight. Make sure you choose by name. Just follow the tutorial, and everything will be okay. I covered all of this in detail in my first video. So as you can see, the character is now moving with the shoes, and the weights and everything has been transferred. Yeah. So now what we're gonna do is we're ready to export this into a ABC file for Marvelous Designer. So what we're gonna wanna do is you select the whole character with the shoes and everything and export as ABC, right? So I'm gonna name this, just name this anything. I'm gonna name it project something, and then the most important thing is select only selected objects. Choose the selected only objects option. Now you have to export, and you just wait for it to export. Yeah, that's it. So now over to Marvelous Designer. What we're gonna wanna do is we choose import. I always use import add, and then Alembic, and then we scroll over to where we saved our file, and then we choose the project 1. You have to wait. Takes a while for it to load. So yeah, this is how it's gonna be imported. This is where we're gonna start making our animation. So below right here is where we have the animation player. This is where the magic happens after we're done adding the clothes onto the character. So the first thing we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna wanna add pants, right? So I'm just gonna add a garment. I downloaded this on the Marvelous Designer website. You can choose any garment that you want, but I'm going with the oversized jeans. As you saw in the first video, I'm gonna go with the oversized jeans and the oversized shirt for this one. Yeah, so here we have our pants, our jeans. So I'm just gonna move them down, scale them correctly, just make sure they're by the waist there. And then what I'm gonna do is, I like the bagginess of the pants, but when I simulate this, the pants are gonna fall off. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna select the waistband, and I'm gonna shrink it. I'm gonna shrink the waistband only, so that when I simulate this, it sticks onto the character's waist perfectly, but the rest of the pants are still baggy. So now we press space to simulate, and you can see the pants are still poking through the shoes, so I have to fix that first. I have to make sure they go out so we can start working on this. So we just make sure we pull them down, make sure everything is okay, just like that. Keep putting them down. Make sure on every side is okay. Yeah, just like this. Right, yeah. So the next thing I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna select these pants in the 2D window. I'm gonna close the simulation tab, or I'm gonna you have to fix the waist first, because it looks like the pants are falling off the character. So I'm gonna close the simulation, and I'm gonna select the pants, and then I'm gonna right click and strengthen. Right, this is actually good for the pants, the jeans, because they have a hard fabric, so it's gonna give it that straight cut look, so this is gonna help us, makes it easier for us to, when simulating. Yeah, so I'm just gonna fix it, make sure the bottom of the pants are at the bottom, just like that. Yep, just like this. Perfect. Yeah, it's coming along well. So at this point, we're satisfied with what we have, and then I'm gonna press space to close the animation to the simulation tab. So next thing I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna add this oversized t-shirt. I press add instead of open, and on the 2D window, I have to move it above. You can move it either way. I'm just moving it above so it's gonna be easier for me when doing the UV editing. So I just move it down as I did for the pants. So what I'm gonna do with this one is, I'm gonna select the front of the t-shirt, and then I make sure I move it forward, and make sure none of it is poking for simulation purposes. So I move also the sleeves, just like that. This is very important for the simulation. Just move it to where you want your garment to be when you simulate it, So when you're happy with the whole thing, I'm just gonna freeze the pants, because I don't want them interfering with the simulation. And then I'm gonna press space to simulate. Perfect. I'm gonna switch over to GPU rendering, which is quicker. As you can see, it helps me simulate this faster than when I choose normal. So that's what we're gonna do. Here in simulation mode, just play around with the shirt. Play around with the shirt. Keep pulling and tugging until you're satisfied, right? Right, yeah. So now everything's perfect. I'm going to choose the pens, and then I'm going to strengthen them, and I'm going to unfreeze them, right? So now at this point, what I'm going to do is I am going to add a fabric. I'm going to add a fabric to my pants, right? I downloaded this jean type of texture, this one, online. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna drag it over to my fabric side there on the right side. This is a texture I downloaded on the official website for Marvelous Designer. So if you wanna know how to do all that, just comment down below and I'll make a video on that. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select the pants. It looks like I imported the fabric onto the wrong fabric. So I'm just gonna switch it over to that fabric, right? So we just wait for the fabric to load onto our jeans, and boom, there we go. The fabric is there. The jean fabric is there. So I'm gonna select the shirt. I'm gonna do the same, but for this one I'm gonna select a cotton fabric for the shirt. So I'm gonna use the fabrics that Marvelous Designer has given me in their library. So I'm gonna use that one. I'm gonna use cotton canvas. I'm just looking for it now. Just looking for it. Yeah, you can use any fabric that you want, honestly. Any fabric that you're comfortable with, but I'm going with cotton canvas for now because I realize it's the best looking one for like t-shirts. Yeah, there you go. So what I'm gonna do is click and drag on it and drop it on the fabric. So when you zoom in, you can just see that the detail and the quality. That's what we're looking for. So next thing I'm gonna do is, as you saw in the beginning video, the t-shirt was black. So I'm gonna click on the fabric here and open up the property editor and scroll down to the color and change it to black. There we go. Perfect. So now everything is coming along, as you can see. It's looking perfect, as you anticipated. So next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the graphic. You saw the 2-part graphic. You can just download any graphic you want from Google and just download it and add it here and open it. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna place it at the center of our t-shirt, the front of our t-shirt. Just like this, right? If you're not satisfied with the placement, you can always move it around. You can always move it around. You can move it up. You can move it down, just like that, right? No hassle. So yeah, I think I'm satisfied with how it looks. So I'm satisfied with how everything looks, honestly, at this point. I'm gonna strengthen everything. And now it's time for animation. So we're gonna press this big red button there that says record, and it's gonna record our animation with the cloth simulation, which is just perfect. So for this, I just chose a simple walk animation. So it's gonna take some time to animate. So you just be a bit patient. It doesn't really take that long. It depends on how many cloths you have and the quality that you want, that you're looking for. But if you're going for a simple animation like this one, it should take between 30 seconds to a minute to record the whole cloth simulation with the character. So yeah, you just wait a bit. I do think I'm gonna speed up this whole process for you guys, so you don't have to wait with me. But I will still I'll just add like timestamps for you guys. Yeah, it's taking a while. It's done now. Okay, so the animation is done. When we press playback, take it back, take it to the first frame and play it. This is how it looks. Then don't worry about it looking orange. It's just the strengthen option, but it doesn't really. We're not really gonna. It's not gonna mess up the textures that we put in already of the jeans on the shirt. Just for the animation purposes. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're almost ready to export this back into Blender. So we're gonna open up the UV editor. This is very important if you want to add any more designs onto the t-shirt or to the pants. You have to organize this properly onto the UV editor. So the first thing we're going to do is right click and reset to we're going to reset to 2D arrangement, which is the arrangement we have on the 2D pattern window right there in the middle. So the next thing we're going to do after that is right click. We're going to select all of them, and then we're going to right click, and then we're going to choose the option to fit into the first tile, right, as it's doing now. So now from here, it's just how you want to scale these, right? So just gonna depend on your preference, but just make sure that for the shirt, everything stays the same. If you're gonna scale the back of the shirt, scale the front of the shirt. If you're gonna scale the sleeves, scale all the sleeves with the shirt to make your work easier for you, right? Okay. I'm gonna do the same for the pants, just like that. Yeah. Also, I did say I'm gonna speed this thing up for you guys so that you guys don't wait too long. But if you're wanting to learn, you can just watch what I'm doing and just learn. Anyway, if there's something you don't understand, you can just comment down below, and you can either message me or I'll just make a new video upon your request. Right? Okay. So this is the part that takes not really a long time, but you have to be careful while doing this, because this is how the textures are going to be exported into any other software you're going to use. So this is quite important, and this is something you shouldn't turn your eye on, you know. So yeah, I'm just making sure everything is looks proper. Just making sure everything looks proper, everything is scaled accordingly. Okay, so I'm satisfied with how everything looks. So what I want to do is I'm going to delete the avatar. Control A, select everything. Scroll down to export a Alembic file. So I'm going to just name this probably MD. No. I'm going to name this project animation. Hit enter, Just wait for it to finish exporting. What we're gonna do is here, we're gonna make sure everything's okay, then click OK. Then the export will begin, just like that. Just be patient. Just be patient. Alright, so the animation is done. Our work in Marvelous Designer is complete. So we hop over back into Blender, and the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna unselect everything. Just click on the side here. Alright, click on the side, and we are going to import our Alembic file .abc. So we import animation, and we have to reduce the scale from 1 to 0.001. I think this is for me. For most people it's 0.01, but you just work with this and just see how it works for you. But the Alembic file has to fit perfectly onto your character. If not, you have to change the scale. Right, so this is our clothing, but the only problem is that it imported the file without the textures, right? But as you can see, the animation is still there, everything's perfect when you hit space. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up a new window here, just drag to the right, and we're gonna open up the shade editor, right? Press Enter or close the side panel. Scroll over to, make sure you select the clothing first, and then add a new material. Alright. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna click on the principal BDSF, and then we're gonna Control Shift and T, and then we're gonna open up the textures here. Go to the folder where the textures are loaded onto, and then you select all of them. Usually you just select the ones that end with 1001, and as you can see, the textures are in here, but everything just looks a bit shiny, like the shirt right there, and the pants don't look very good. So what you want to do is on the right side on IQR, just change it from 1.5 to 1. Just drag, just like that. And it's as simple as that, honestly. It's as simple as that. All the reflections are gone, and you can see the quality of your clothing much better. So as you can see, yeah, let me just remove that so you can see properly. It's a bit slow because the frame rate is low. But yeah, I'm just my viewport is in EV for now. And this is how it looks. This is how your work should look. And after this, you can do whatever you want, honestly. On this particular video, I haven't added the studio. Right now I'm adding the camera, moving it back. You can change the resolution to fit the one on Instagram or the one you want to use on Facebook or YouTube Shorts, whatever you want to do. So I'm gonna just go by 1080 by 920 pixels. So this is how it's supposed to look on the camera. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, with proper lighting, this can look much better. But this was just a crash course to show you guys that it's possible. So if you guys are interested in these types of videos, just comment, share, like, and subscribe, to my channel. It's new. I will be dropping videos on how to make these types of animation reels or videos for fashion, for anything you want. Just let me know what type of videos you guys are looking for. And yeah, thank you. Until the next video, see you guys.